And I'm going to tell you a little story because it was more of a moment for me than anybody else. What I learned was that Philip was in charge of beer. I didn't know who Philip was. It was Sylvia's brother. So what I knew was that Philip was in charge of beer. And we ran out of beer. And we were drinking beer from little casks that were attached to some mechanism on a table. And you went up and you turned a tap and you filled your glass. And I thought we didn't have that in Canada. I thought this was the greatest thing I had ever seen. We ran out of beer. Go to Philip. Philip, we're out of beer. I'll be back in 20 minutes. This guy that I don't even know, he disappeared. He came back with casks. He reattached the new casks and we're back in beer. Well, I was standing talking to him. Still, he's this guy who is my bride's brother. And I have this epiphany. This light went on. I was talking to him and marveling and saying thank you for going out and doing what. And then I thought, my God, I married Anne, and this guy I've inherited too, and Gladys. They're part of the family. And I thought, what a great addition. This guy goes out and gets beer when you run out of beer. Bang! He comes back and you got beer. What else can he do? It was a moment of illumination. Wow. It's my brother-in-law. Whoa. So, Philip and Gladys moved to Canada in 1970 and they lived with us in Richmond Hill. So now we're setting up house together. We're taking turns cooking, we're taking turns cleaning, we're taking turns going shopping, and this may be hard for some of you to believe, but after dinner at night, Philip and I would go for a run. And I'm just saying this with a straight face.
Stretching the story.
He could run. And we ran shoulder to shoulder, a mile, 2 miles, and back to the house. And that was as normal as brushing our teeth. We just went for a run.
Wow.
About 5 years later, the whole point of living with us was to get their feet on the ground. They were, by the way, returning to Canada. They had already lived in Canada. They found a home. Well, they found living accommodations in Dorchester, and thus began the Dorchester treks back and forth. But about 5 years after they immigrated to Canada or moved to Canada for a second time, Glad's mom, Kit, arrived in Canada and became well, certainly they didn't become part of their life, they became part of our life. And I can tell you that every single thing we ever did together, Kit was a fixture. And we laughed and we joked and we sang songs, and she was game for anything. She could live in a cabin, she could sleep in a bunk bed, she could do anything you want. What a joy.